For thousands of Colorado families, finding childcare has become a full-time job. Waitlists are growing, costs keep climbing, and providers are struggling to keep classrooms open. On this episode of Real Talk with Micah Smith, we're diving into Colorado's childcare crisis. We're hearing from providers on the front lines, the leaders working on potential solutions, and one community taking matters into its own hands to expand access. Welcome to Real Talk with Micah Smith. I'm your host, Micah, and I'm so glad to have you with us. If you're a parent of a young child, you've probably experienced the challenges that come with finding childcare firsthand. Nearly 14,000 children are currently on wait lists for a spot in childcare statewide. That's according to the Colorado Department of Early Childhood. Early childhood educators are often underpaid, making it difficult to hire and retain staff. That means fewer open classrooms, fewer available spots, and longer wait lists for families. And if a family makes it off those wait lists, cost is another major barrier to care. Childcare Aware of America estimates the average annual cost of center-based infant care in Colorado is nearly $21,000. For some single parents, that can mean nearly half their paycheck. Let's start by hearing exactly what's happening on the ground in our state. Joining us now is Jacqueline Cradle, founder and director of VFS Prep. Jacqueline, thank you so much for joining us for this Real Talk.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So your childcare center is located in Montbello. Why was it important to open a center in that community?
So Montbello is actually an amazing community, and our philosophy is that children shouldn't have to travel out of their community for quality care. We have been in that community for over 20 years now, and we really focus on them having a place that we know the community, that we're familiar with the needs of the community, and that it's a place where children can be seen and they could recognize folks that are already in that space. So that is one of the major reasons why Montbello is and will continue to be home for us.
Makes perfect sense. Jacqueline, as a child care provider, what challenges have you faced, especially in a post-pandemic era?
You know, since the pandemic, we have seen a lot of social and emotional challenges with children with very little resources to address some of those. There is a rising cost to provide care. There's rent and utility costs, there's food costs, there's operating expenses that have really increased over the years, not to mention providing staff with livable wages. With post-pandemic or during pandemic, we were considered essential workers, and that changed after COVID. We no longer are considered essential. If anything, I feel like childcare has become dispensable, so to speak. There's many opportunities that I see that the state has taken to really reduce the burden for providers, but we really need a system that is going to provide for children and families consistently.
I know you may feel dispensable at times, but I can tell you, especially from my point of view, what we're hearing in community, you are so important to our community. And because of that, in terms of policy and resources, what would you like to see from the city and the state to help both you and the families that you serve?
So when it comes to the resources, I think that first off, parents and families need a reliable, sustainable childcare resource, meaning they need funding that will help with the gap of how much it truly costs to provide childcare. The second most thing that they would need is staff need to have livable wages. We need to have policies in place that really recognize that early childhood is a very emotionally taxing job. It's very laborious, and we should really recognize that the pay equals the work. The last thing that I would say is continue to put systems together that really streamline all of those processes, that streamline what quality is, what quality looks like, and that's some of that work that's happening for centers across the state.
Denver has launched a task force to look into childcare affordability and accessibility. What do you hope are the results of that task force?
We need to have some specific and and some measurable outcomes for that. We don't need to tell the story of what we already know, and that is childcare is dire. We needed this yesterday. So one of the biggest things that I would say is to center the voice of providers, center the voice of families, home providers, all of those folks that are providing care. We need to center that voice. We also need to recognize that our employees, our staff, our folks that are in this field need to have change. We need to have change yesterday. And moving forward, let's make something actionable, something that we can move on fairly quickly, because as we know, the circumstances get wider and wider, the challenges get bigger and bigger, and we need to be able to address that as soon as possible.
Really give a voice to the people on the ground doing the work, having this experience.
Absolutely.
When it comes to challenges to childcare, what do you think hasn't been included in the overall conversations?
We really need to center the voice of the families. We really need to center the voice of the folks that are on the ground doing the work. We need to ensure that not only is childcare great work, but we also need to treat it as though, in terms of compensation, that it is something that we value. We really look at what it takes to provide quality care. It's not cheap. It's not always affordable, but how can we put in real solutions for families and children?
Are there certain families that you serve that you particularly think have been left behind just by the system as a whole?
Absolutely. We see families now trying to piece together resources. The provider has been now taxed to try to piece together resources for children to be in a quality facility, for parents to be thriving. We've seen many parents that have lost their childcare funding. They don't know what to do. We are in a position that we are now trying to help families to eat, to have medical, dental care. We're wanting to make sure, especially in our facility, that we come alongside those families and we help them in whatever capacity we can, but understand that resources are stretched everywhere. So we really need to center what is the solution that's sustainable. The short-term grants are great, but we need long-term solution.
Yeah. Jacqueline Cradle, founder and director of VFS Prep, thank you so much for joining us for this Real Talk. That was such important perspective.
Thanks for having me.
Well, coming up, Denver childcare leaders want to hear directly from you, Denverites, and the childcare challenges you're facing. I'm sitting down with a member of that Denver task force I mentioned that will be hosting a series of listening sessions soon. This is Real Talk with Micah Smith. Welcome back to Real Talk with Micah Smith. Childcare is expensive. There are long wait lists for good facilities. It's hard to retain teachers. Through the years, I've personally heard those statements from parents, providers, and community leaders who are facing major childcare challenges. To address some of those issues in Denver, recently, Denver Mayor Mike Johnson announced the launching of the Haynes-Gary Childcare Task Force in the city. The mayor said the goal of this task force is to bring multiple stakeholders together, including families, providers, educators, and employers, to identify solutions for expanding accessible and affordable, high-quality childcare. Soon, the task force will host a series of listening sessions where community members can share their ideas with city leaders. Joining us now to talk more about the task force and those listening sessions is Jess Ridgway, Denver's Office of Children Affairs Executive Director, who is also a member of the task force. So Jess, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
The task force name is the Haynes-Gary Childcare Task Force. Who was this named in honor of?
Two incredible women, Anna Jo Haynes and Nancy Gary, who have really transformed the state of early childhood across the state, certainly in the city as well, bringing Head Start programming to the city decades ago, fighting for preschool for everyone in Denver through their Denver preschool program, supporting universal pre-K across the state. So two women who have done really incredible work across our community, and the mayor really is inspired by them and wants to be able to follow in those footsteps of realizing this for all families in Denver.
So the name really is in the spirit of what this task force is trying to accomplish here. The task force will also create subcommittees. What will those look like and what purpose will they serve?
Great question. You know, childcare is such a complex topic, and there are so many facets to it. And so instead of having all of our folks sit in the room together trying to solve one big problem, we wanted to be able to break that up into pieces so that we have experts taking on different components of that child care system. So if we're thinking about licensing and regulations, workforce development, program design, quality, all of these different pieces fit together like puzzle pieces. And so we have expert groups that are really going to be taking those on.
I like that. So it's not just one huge group saying, okay, how do we make childcare affordable for everyone? Go. It's these issues are broken up into the subcommittees. So
Exactly.
everyone can lean into their expertise. What did the mayor and other city leaders hear from parents that really inspired the creation of this task force?
Well, we continue to hear just how difficult childcare is to access, to pay for, and how that impacts people's families. A parent may need to choose to stay home with a child because it is better off financially for the family to be able to do that, or families are asking grandparents, other family members, neighbors, friends to be able to care for children so that they can still be in the workforce. And so the mayor is deeply committed to making sure the city is a city for families and is accessible to families. And so we know that childcare really is this baseline infrastructure that families need to be able to be successful.
Absolutely. When will we see the results of the task force in terms of policy recommendations and real solutions to the childcare problems that so many face?
Absolutely. Really excited to dig in with the task force. We launch meetings starting in September, which will coincide with about the middle of the listening tour. And so we'll be hearing feedback from community members across the city. And the task force will run through spring, summer of 27 to be able to have those concrete recommendations. I don't think that we'll be waiting all of that time for concrete next steps. In fact, about 2 weeks ago, City Council took action and removed the child care license that was required in the city of Denver because it was duplicative of that required by the state. And so we are hopeful that along the way we continue to see work as we're also identifying how we make this more accessible and more affordable for families.
Figuring out how to remove some of the red tape that's unnecessary. Let's talk a little bit more about the listening sessions. I know our newsroom, I personally have heard feedback of community members who are really excited to take part in this. So who's your target audience? Who can participate? And just tell us a little bit more about that overall.
Absolutely. We're launching the listening tour next Tuesday. So if you visit www.denvergov.org/childcareforall, has all of the dates and locations of listening tours. They're strategically across the city because we want to hear from everyone. We want to hear from you if you're a parent or a caregiver of a young child. We want to hear from you if you are an educator or a program director or a community member. All of us are impacted by the accessibility of childcare, and so we want to be able to understand your experience because this listening tour really becomes the anchor of how the task force kicks off and the feedback that will be launching that effort.
And will these be held in different parts of the city that you've identified? Will this be kind of a cross-city tour, if you will?
Yeah, absolutely, it will. So the first 5 sessions are viewable on the website right now. October. August 11th, we'll be at Carla Madison Rec Center, which is off of Colfax, near East High School, for the first listening session, to be able to, again, hear from anyone within the community that can share a little bit about their experience. And from there, we see this really as the beginning of community engagement. You can access a survey at the website also. If you're unable to come to a listening tour, please take 5 minutes, fill out the survey, let us know what your experience has been, because again, all of that information will inform our next steps.
All right, Jess Ridgway, thank you so much for joining us for this Real Talk, and good luck on the listening tour. It sounds like it's going to be a really, really insightful conversation with community.
Thank you.
Coming up, one Colorado community is taking a different approach to the child care crisis. I'm talking with the leaders behind a new ballot measure in Boulder County they hope will expand access for families. This is Real Talk with Micah Smith. Welcome back to Real Talk with Micah Smith. Throughout this episode, we've heard about the challenges families and childcare providers are facing across Colorado. And we talked about how Denver is looking for solutions through its new childcare task force. But in Boulder County, community leaders are taking a different approach. A coalition called Brighter Start Boulder County is backing a ballot measure that will ask voters to raise property taxes to increase funding for early childhood care and education. Boulder County voters will make a final decision in November. Now, here to tell us more about this proposed solution is Casey Hedrick, CEO for the Early Childhood Council in Boulder County and a coalition member of Brighter Start Boulder County. Casey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So first, what is Brighter Start Boulder County and how did it come to be?
Yeah, so Brighter Start Boulder County is a coalition of community members that have come together to try to tackle Boulder County's largest childcare issues. Over the last 2 years, we've brought together parents and families and caregivers and community leaders to say, look at our data, this is what's going on, what should we do to tackle it? And from that came the Brighter Start Boulder County plan. This plan, if passed by voters, would help to tackle childcare affordability, childcare accessibility, and stabilize the workforce that is the backing of all of the childcare issues in our community.
All three issues we've been talking about all show long. What are families experiencing in Boulder County when they do try to find quality childcare?
Yeah, so in Boulder County, when families try to navigate it, first they have to find it and then they have to be able to afford it. So in Boulder County, for all of the infants who need care, we only have about 25% of slots for them. For toddlers, all the toddlers that need care, we only have about 50% of slots or spaces for them. So that means that families have a lot of difficulty in trying to just find childcare and spend a lot of time on wait lists as they're waiting for a slot to open. That's if you can find it. Then the next big question is, can you afford it? Families in Boulder County are paying between $20,000 and $23,000 a year for full-time care for just one child. I have 2 kids under the age of 5, so our family is paying over $30,000 every single year, dwarfing our housing costs just to afford childcare.
Those statistics you just shared, my eyes got real big because that's a very long wait list in terms of just the availability of childcare, and that is so much money to spend on childcare, money that so many families just don't have. Let's go back to just the availability of childcare in Boulder County. What's driving that shortage?
Yeah, it costs a lot of money to provide high quality care for children. The tuition is high, but also the operating costs are high. So to pay staff, their salaries, their benefits, insurance costs, food costs, facility costs, supplies, just costs a lot of money to operate childcare, to operate high quality childcare programs. And so because of that, programs aren't always able to invest in their workforce and to support their care providers, their teachers staying. And so we lose people. We have an average turnover rate in Boulder County of about 20 to 30% every single year. When you consider what childcare does for the development of children in terms of making these really critical and foundational relationships, when you have your care providers turning over at that rate, it's not great for development. And so our shortage is caused by the high cost to operate childcare programs and big turnover rates. The last thing I'll say about this is that we have a tuition assistance program in Boulder County and across the state called the Colorado Childcare Assistance Program. That vital program has been frozen in Boulder County for 2 years, and there's about 1,000 families on that freeze list, which is also complicating providers' ability to operate because that subsidy has been frozen.
Wow, so it's there, but it's frozen and now in limbo.
That's right.
Tell us about the ballot measure, Brighter Start Boulder County. You helped get on the ballot this November and what it would do to alleviate some of this.
So Brighter Start Boulder County is a plan that would address the top 3 issues facing our childcare system in Boulder County. So the first thing it will do, it will help make childcare more affordable. So for low and middle income families, they can get tuition assistance to help offset that cost of care. The second component of this plan is about increasing access, specifically for infants and toddlers. So we incentivize providers to open more infant and toddler programs by building acquisition, building rehab, professional development, all the things that it takes to operate infant and toddler slots. And then finally, the component of the plan is to help stabilize the workforce. So that would be trying to retain these caregivers, these teachers, making through things like retention bonuses, hiring bonuses, additional professional development, all the things that we know providers want to be able to provide to keep talent in this space. So if passed this November by voters, it would help to address those three things, which is like the largest systematic issues we have in our community.
Yeah, just reporting on the communities here in Colorado, anytime we talk about taxes or tax increase, people get a little hesitant. But I have noticed in Colorado, if it's something they truly believe in, folks will get behind it. So overall, what would this cost a family?
Yeah. So this is a property tax that, if passed, would generate $30 million on an average basis here in Boulder County. The impact to a residential homeowner would be about $110 to $120 per year, or $10 per month if you averaged it out throughout the year.
Okay, so it'll be up to the voters to decide. What would this mean, though, for families who are struggling to find care today?
So for families that are struggling to find care, if this was to pass, this means that families get the opportunity to make decisions about childcare. That's not if they can find it or if they can afford it, but to make decisions for their family about having, or knowing rather, that childcare is available to them. And that's just not the reality that we have. So families that have an infant and toddler can expect not to be on wait lists for months. Families that need to be able to afford care on their income can afford care in Boulder County. It's also important to note that that is essential for families, but the broader impact is to our community. Childcare is essential infrastructure. If we want nurses, firefighters, policemen to get to work, they have to have childcare. And so, yes, this is critical for families, but this is also critical for our entire community and the infrastructure that we all depend on, because everybody relies on somebody that relies on childcare.
Yeah. Casey, this is coming from a personal place. You are living this right now as a parent of 2 young kids. Can you speak just a little bit more about just leaning on your own experience and wanting parents to have a different, more positive experience when it comes to childcare?
Yeah, you know, childcare and navigating childcare is a difficult thing, I think, anyways, even if it was available and affordable for families, because it's an intimate thing to leave your child with somebody, right? And so the fact of the matter is, sometimes families don't get to take those things into consideration because it's just about finding it and getting your child into a program so that you can work. And you know, as we talked about earlier, so many decisions that families are making is based on if they can find something, not what type of program is best for their child, not what type of program is best for the family's career or best for their economic mobility. And so we believe that this plan can alleviate that this plan takes into consideration what families actually need to thrive in our communities and addresses that head on.
All right, Casey Hedrick, thank you so much for joining us for this Real Talk.
Thank you.
And that is this week's episode of Real Talk with Micah Smith. We are so thankful that every week you choose to tune in for this Real Talk on issues that impact Coloradans who are often overlooked. If there's a Real Talk you would like to have, please let me know. You can send me an email at micah.smith@denver7.com. In the meantime, you can find all of our shows on denver7.com/realtalk. Have a great day.